don't know where this memory falls on the time scale of my life. I don't know how old I was when this happened, but my dad swears he never has, but I distinctly remember him once telling me that our home had been built on a Indian burial ground. He swears he never did, but I remember it. I remember it distinctly, and all I know is that one night, and I think it was New Year's Eve. It was during a New Year's Eve party. But, and at one point I ran into my house, and there at the intersection, and standing in that intersection, or not standing, but jumping rope in that intersection, was a young Native American girl. Probably about my age, or a little younger. And she was only there for a second, but she was definitely there. That night, no one believed me that I saw the girl. My dad refused to admit he had ever even jokingly mentioned an Indian burial ground. I mean, I've always seen the shadows that live in the periphery of our vision. During that last year leading up to me moving up here, I used to see these shadows more often. And at times, usually they were just, these blobs, these shapes. But every once in a while, those shapes took form. And not I just put shape to the form. They looked like these relatively large, spider-like creatures that would crawl on the edges of my vision, and they would be fast enough that even if I noticed them in time, I wouldn't be able to follow them with my eyes. I'd only be able to see them skitter out the sides of my vision, just as I was looking. And it used to freak me out real bad, but I just sort of dismissed them. They've stopped now. Ever since I moved, I haven't seen them anymore. And, part of me wonders if it's just I just moved away from the creatures. And, the creatures are still there. I'm starting to remember more about these sorts of things that back when they happened, back when I first experienced these things, it was dull, but it was there. That pain I felt when I looked at that kid in the diner. That pain that was in my gut, but then, only just over a month ago, that pain that I discovered was from my arm. When I saw that little girl jumping rope, when I used to see the spider creatures in my vision. When I used to see those shadows on the periphery, I would always feel that pain deep in my gut. It feels like that pain's been maybe following me my whole life.